Welcome, devils, advocates, and gemstones, to the Tarot Temple. This is your forecast for working money for February the 20th until February the 26th. Please be mindful about supporting this temple with your likes, your comments, by sharing and subscribing. Now, let's get ready for your messages from the greater source. Enjoy and stay awake. All right, welcome back, Gemstones and Devil Advocates, to your weekly work and money forecast. You are the primary premier, and so we're going to go ahead and get started with your movie for the week. This is to whomever it applies. If it, if it doesn't fit, please acquit. But if it fit, go ahead and knit all these messages together and quote your life story. Okay. So you are the only one receiving the movie cards, because like I said, you've been showing your ass for weeks now. Like, you've been pushing me to do things. You know what I'm saying? I like to give a shout out to Pooja. She's in the temple. She's been a great benefit to me. Little did she know. And, you devil advocates, y'all have a way of doing that. So you get some gems that other people don't get. Let's put it like that. Your movie for this week is Deadly Dispatch. Oh, wow. Starring Tamala Jones. Deadly Dispatch. If you have not seen that movie, you should. I think they have it on either Netflix or it's on the Tubi app. Tubi. Deadly Dispatch. It's about a woman who is bent on finding out who murdered her best friend. Okay, it's very, very, very good story. She has an idea, but she has to prove it. Okay, so we're gonna put that over here. Daily Dispatch. Okay, so you have to put it in perspective to your life. You may be bent on finding out something, maybe who hurt a friend. Maybe they're not actually murdered or anything, but or who's causing a friend trouble. I don't know, like I said, but there's something about this movie that coincides with your working money and romance this week. Oh, you saw that? So we're going to keep that. All right, source, what is the internal energies aligned for devils, advocates, and gemstones for this week's work, money, and possible romance? All right. And it is the love of Neptune. So externally, we are dealing with the diamonds or the pentacles of Saturn. Internally, we're dealing with the heart of cups of Neptune. So this is about steady planning, okay? This is very disciplinary, okay? This is something that you are kind of honing in on. You know that you can't have it if you're not disciplined. You know that you can't make it if you're not following the instructions, if you're not doing things precisely as it is called for, because that is Saturn. Saturn is precise. Saturn is strict. Okay? So this may even be dealing with your money. You may be putting your money in place, and you are making rules around your money or around your plans, okay, around anything that's material, monetary. And internally, you may be maybe the family or your loved ones may think it's a little odd or a little different for you, but you are feeling very deep about this, maybe about these plans. Maybe this has something to do with what you're building. Okay, I'm hearing the word strange. I said the word odd. This is your imagination that you're using, and you're loving it. Maybe you have set a schedule for yourself on building your plans, you're building your interest, whatever it is that you're trying to promote and get out there to the world. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your moon energies, internal and external. And I would like to thank you all for being so supportive. I mean, you have shown out for the past 2 weeks. So I'm about to take the next step and start promoting the Spiritual Sunday speech again. It didn't do too well the first time I did it. I don't know what happened. It wasn't promoted. But I got some plans, and you all will be the leading factor in me getting that out, okay? So I will explain that more. You have externally the waxing moon. Internally, you have yourself, the moon in Gemini. Externally, now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals, okay? And we know we can't do that without being what? Disciplined. And that's what Saturn comes to teach you. You have to understand, too, that Saturn is slow. This is not a hurried process. But internally, stress may be an issue during this time. And I don't know, maybe you have kids in the house, you have to work, you know, you got a lot of stuff going on, and yet you're trying to build yourself. You want your own. You want your own. Let's go ahead and roll the dice and see what's going on with that this week and see how it lines up for you. Okay. Let's see how it goes. 4 Devil's Advocates and Tombstones. Oh, there go one. And I got another one. Give me just a sec. Let me pick this up. It fell on the floor. I wonder what that symbolizes. Okay. Okay, so externally we're dealing with Capricorn in reverse. I also see Leo and Taurus. They may be a part of your life. They may be in your chart. Internally, we are dealing with Cancer. Okay, and I also see yourself and some Aquarius. I even see some Scorpio, but it landed in the center. You got a lot of air and water here. So things may be, what I hear and feel is steam. Okay, so steam gets things clean. Steam gets things pushing. Okay, I'm hearing retract. You may have to retract some things. You may have to go back and study some things because that's what Saturn does. He's not going to let you go on without filling in the blanks, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, okay? And again, I'm looking at Leo and Taurus here. And Leo deals with shine, with getting your shine. And we talked about promoting whatever you're putting out there. Taurus is the builder, okay? Taurus is the nurturer. To me, really, she's the mother of the zodiac, although they give it to Cancer, okay? So we're going to put that there. And I'm going to leave that there for now. But I'm going to have to push it up so we're going to have some space for your forecast. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what your one word reference will be. You are the only one getting a reference, although I have, 2 other premieres. Again, they may be in your chart. We have Aquarius and Aries. They fell behind 2nd and 3rd place in views, you know. And as we grow, I'll be raising the bar, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you saw that fall out. You got in and what? It's the sub word, okay? It's the subscript word. In what? Something's in. But what it is, I don't know. Only you will if it applies, okay? It's like this is a question, like somebody's in what? This feels like a question to me. Or maybe something's in and you're wondering what you're going to do with it or do about it. Okay? So I'll leave that there with your movie of the week. Okay? That's my own personal deck. And again, Gemini, my client from India, is the one who pushed me to get it done. Yes. All right. So we've done all that. We've done the dice and everything, the sight word. So we get ready to start pulling cards for your weekly forecast, okay? Hope everyone is doing well. And hopefully by next week, we will get back to the Spiritual Sunday speech. If you have not checked that out, do so. You know, when you got some time on your hand. I did 2 promotions before, but for some reason, it did not get promoted. So we're going to do something else, and you're going to be leading the way, Gemini. I'm starting with you. You're going to be leading the way. And what it's going to be about is what you have to learn or teach others. That's how the spiritual Sunday speech is going to go, okay? That's how it's going to start. So let's go ahead and find out what the greatest source would like for me to relay to you this week regarding work, money, and romance, if it's there. All right, overall, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess. And this is based on the Eight of Wands. You can expect the Knight of Wands. It's stemming from the Six of Wands. All right, you got a lot of fire in your chart. I see that. You fired up with an outcome of the Magician. Okay, and that's also related to oftentimes fire energy. Conflict and or challenge and supportive energy or blessed energies we'll get to momentarily. But the underlying issue is the Five of Wands, okay? And to me, this is like juggling a lot of stuff alone. And I'm hearing manhandle as well. I don't know, trying to manhandle something. This, when I look at this reminds me, this underlying energy reminds me of Scrabble. But it's almost like you are not. What's that game Scrabble that used to get on the floor and there was a lot of people and you would get on. You put the pad on the floor and it had these dots and you would have to put your arm over here and your leg over there and somebody else may be trying to cross over you. Okay, but you're doing it alone. You're trying to strategize a lot of stuff by yourself. It's like, I need to put this over here. I need to put that over there. I need to, maybe this has to do with what you're working on, or maybe it's your job. You're trying to handle a lot of things at once, and you're trying to be strategic about how to put it together, how to get over humps. It kind of seems like a battle. But some of you is dealing with a mate, because that's the energy underneath this. Like you're trying to get some stuff together before somebody comes. Or maybe this already happened. Maybe this was during Valentine's Day, Love Day. Yeah, underneath there is the moon too, which deals with uncertainty and confusion and romance. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. Okay. All of your energy is still stemming from the Six of Wands. And for some of you, this is about going somewhere and how to make an impression. You know, this is about, in certain ways, whether it's in love or work or money, you're trying to win, okay? You're trying to figure out how to get some type of recognition. But I feel like you have to travel to do this. You have to travel to go get it, okay? You have to, it's part of your strategy here, okay? This is like for some of you trying to decide whether or not you want to invite somebody to come over as well. Okay? It's trying to stabilize something. Again, based on this Eight of Wands. You're juggling a lot this week. At work, at home. You know, like I said, it takes a lot of discipline. You have to train to do this. Okay? This some of you, may have to do with training. I don't know if you're self-training, if you're watching stuff on the internet, you know, because I feel like you're doing all of this on your own, by yourself, but not for yourself. Because I feel like you're trying to have a partner here. I don't know if this is a love partner. Some of you are also second guessing whether or not you want to go to work, if you want to go in. And I don't know if this has to deal with time right now, or whether or not you are ready to open up. You know, get started, open up, and you know, invite people to purchase your products or services. But this is definitely part of being an invite. But I keep feeling like you want some recognition for this. You want to be recognized for this, based on all the shit that you and energy that you put into this. It kind of makes sense. That sounds like, you know, Leo, like I said, you have that Leo in it. It's deals with, you know, recognition and a lot of shine and success. You know, for some of you, a lot of information is coming your way as well. You know, you have a lot to handle at one time. It's a whole lot. Let me show you. Here, here, and here. Like, you got to try to get through hurdles and shit and barriers. It's a fight, you know. It's almost like a fight. Let's find out why. We have the Hangman and the universe in reverse, okay? Yeah, because this is information that you had together. This looks like all of this is going to be coming at one time. Because you're trying to step out. You're trying to step out into your own and do your own thing. And like I said, you really want some shine. You really want some shine. And I'm also hearing some of you didn't know, you know, you didn't know what to believe. You didn't know what to believe when it came to all of this stuff. You don't know what to believe. This may be about a romance. Daily dispatch. Daily dispatch. If you haven't checked that out, you need to. It'll put your storyline in perspective. You're trying to figure this out. This is like a maze. Okay, and I don't know if some of you trying to strategize and invite somebody over to get information, you know, because you don't know here. You're trying to figure this out. How can I handle this? How do I do this once I get all this information? Because you don't know. And maybe this, according to Daily Dispatch, maybe this universe deals with the person that you're concerned about. I don't know if it's a lover, a friend. I don't know. But somebody close to you. It's like you're trying to intervene here and get some information on your own. But you got to gather all of this information, all of this data. I don't know if you're going online, getting data, reading the paper. And I keep hearing somebody trying to get over. It's in this Five of Wands. Somebody's trying to get over. Somebody's trying to get over. It got something to do with a soulmate relationship. Okay? Some type of romance. You can expect the Knight of Wands. And this is sudden news and alert. Something that's come that you are, unbeknownst to you, just shows up. Okay? You're not looking for this. It just shows up. Okay? For others of you, this is dealing with your brand, what you're trying to promote. Okay? Maybe Daily Dispatch has something to do with what you're trying to promote. Maybe you're writing a novel. And I'm hearing keeping abreast. Keeping abreast here. I don't know if you told somebody to keep you abreast, because we are dealing with news. We are dealing with alerts, texts, emails. But they come riding in on their saddle, honey. It looks like that they have taken your invite based on all of this information, all of this data that they've gotten, but you don't expect it. It just shows up. It just shows up. Some of you have had to go and take a trip to go get this information, to get this data, to get this to get whatever you need to be put in place, like It could just be the equipment or the materials that you need. Okay, the items that you need. Somebody's trying to get over. They're doing a lot of strategy trying to get over. Some of you, or this is you, got somebody close to you that's trying to help you handle this shit, like a lookout. Somebody's settling in. Okay, all of a sudden. This information may come online again. I don't know what social medias or while you're out. Somebody shows up promoting themselves. And somebody got to keep somebody abreast. Maybe there's an interest here and they say, well, just keep me in the loop. You know, keep me in the loop. But you don't know when it's going to show up. When it comes to work and money and possibly romance, okay? Your overall energy is the High Priestess energy, okay? This is the one who knows all, sees all, a psychic, a medium of sorts. You may be in this energy. This could be you. Keeping quiet, keeping things to yourself. This is a secret until you get all the information. See, because the High Priestess is really good at keeping things under her sleeve until the time is right. Okay? Until the time is right. I'm also hearing acknowledgement from this Six of Wands. Somebody needs some acknowledgement, you or them. Maybe you want some acknowledgement from this mystery, okay? That's obvious to you. It's obvious to you, but it's a mystery to everybody else, okay? Like I said, this could be something that you're working on in terms of your art, because we got Neptune here. And Neptune deals with imagination. Neptune, in a lot of ways, also deals with realizations and surprises, you know. Maybe there's a surprise ending here. But I see in the outcome is the Magician, okay? And you're going to work with what you have, okay? You're going to hammer down. You're going to perceive, soak things in, build, put it in writing with what you have. Because see, you went and got these materials, these instruments, whatever it is that you're working on or that you need at work. This Knight of Wands could be someone on your job that brings you everything that you need. Okay? And maybe you're working with something different this week and you got a lot to juggle, a lot to handle, a lot to figure out. I'm hearing ready for the world. It's something you didn't know here, but that you believed happened or is or something, but you don't have the answers. Stemming from the Six of Wands and this Eight of Wands. And that's an abundance of information. And you have a lot of energy here. You are dispersing and taking in a lot of energy. That's one reason why you're going to be stressed. Okay? But I would advise you to break some things down. Break it down into parts. Break it down into time zones. I've said this to you before. Don't, it look like you're trying to do everything today. Don't. You know. And also the high priestess deal with a secret, a secret or sacred space. And that's where you're going to be or need to be this week in order to handle all of this, in order to, to deal with your thoughts, to deal with your imagination, to deal with whatever it is that you're trying to put together. Because for some of you, this whatever you need, you don't have. That's why you need to be kept abreast when it comes in, because this is a promoter. Maybe this is somebody specific or a specific place that you go to that you like, someone that's advertising, and maybe they don't quite have what you need or want. Maybe it's something simple as a color. You said, well, let me know when it comes in, okay? Because it was probably just what you were looking for. Saturn aligns you with what you need. When you're in the right time and right space and right place, things will attract to you that you need to get you progressing, to get you moving, to get you going. But Saturn is also slow, a little at a time. Not all of this, my dear. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Let's see what your conflict is. But you are in a good headspace to go ahead and start achieving your goals. The Tower, something. This is the shock, this Knight of Wands. You're not ready for it. Maybe you don't have the finances yet. Okay? The shock is the conflict. Something is blown out of proportion. Maybe this is the shock of the news. It's like I said, for somebody somewhere, something happened to a friend. I don't know if this person has been murdered or something, if they've been hurt or they're missing. I don't know. But it comes as a shock. You get news of this, all this, this could be happening in front of you or around you. I don't know. This could have happened to them. This could be the news or an alert about something happening to somebody close to you while they were out. Maybe they're a very popular person, because I do see Leo here. Somebody may have been shot, murdered. This keeps coming up. This has been on and off in my readings for over a year or two. But this seems fresh. This is not old. This is new. And I don't know where you are in the world. And maybe that's where this question, in what? What were they doing? In what? I don't know. It's crazy. Neptune, this is crazy. That could be causing you some stress as well. And this energy, sometimes pains like this, sometimes leads you to bring the best out of you in what you're doing. Maybe this will turn out to be a dedication. Because in this movie, this person loved her friend. And you'll see how much if you watch it. Her husband had to question whether or not she loved her best friend more than him. And if you've ever had a best friend, that's a different kind of love. It's a different kind of love. It's not one to be compared to other loves. Okay, let's see what your blessed or supported energy is, the Four of Wands. For some of you, this is music. And I'm not talking about any kind of music. This is music like gospel music. Okay, spiritual music. The kind of music that helps you to lay things to rest. Okay? For some of you, I keep hearing harmony. an invite. And that's also in the Six of Wands. An invite, whoever it is, a lover or whomever, inviting someone. Maybe this is someone who can help you. And also I'm hearing for some of you to bury some old bones. Okay? You need to bury some old bones. You know. Yeah. Bury the past. Some of you. Some of you eating a good meal, you know, like maybe some type of meal with bones in it. I don't know. It could be fish. It could be chicken. You know, listening to some good music. Maybe even having you a little wine, you know, and just chilling alone by yourself with your thoughts. For some of you, that's going to be helpful to you this week when it comes to work, money, and romance. Yeah. So let's sum you up. She told me to use you right here. I'm going to sum up your week. And while I do that, remember to support the temple with some likes, all right? And some comments. Yes. Let's do that. I got some new cards too, but I'm not ready to pull them out yet. But I'm almost certain, Devil's Advocates and Gemstones, you'll be the first to get it, okay? Ooh, what we have here, we have grapes. Grapes. Now, grab grape, green and green, okay? Maybe having to go to that store, get them grapes. But also it deals with what's coming, this Knight of Wands, stuff coming through the grapevine, information, okay? It also deals with health, you know. You may need to get some grape or some wine to help you sleep, to relax. We talked about that in the Four Wands, okay? Health, news, relaxation, romance. I see all of that in grapes, okay? You can do your own research as well. Spiritual Vibe Oracle message. You're going to go with this Spiritual Vibe deck here, the original deck, and let's see what source has to relate to you regarding this week's work and money. Again, don't forget to support the temple. You can do that now as I shuffle. It doesn't cost a thing. It just costs a finger, a moment. Press. Bloop. It doesn't matter which. You know, I like your honesty. You got refinement, okay? Didn't I tell you Saturn's going to have you go back in Capricorn and go back and redo some things? Some of you may need to go back and go back and refresh your research, the information that's coming to you. You need to refine your thoughts. You need to refine yourself. That's what grapes represent. Grapes, back in Europe in the olden days, I don't call it ancient. The only continent that's ancient to me is Africa. But the olden days, the grand olden days of Europe, when the Greeks and stuff, when they were partied, they would have grapes were a representation of wealth. Okay? You have to go back and refine yourself. Let's see what look at that, social media. I can't make that up. Didn't I mention that? Go back and get your information, do your research. Get that turned over. Yeah, let's get your chakra card for this week. See what's going on with your chakra and your gemstone for this week. Still source, what chakra are they working with this week when it comes to work, money, and romance? What chakra is the gemstones and devil advocates working with this week when it comes to work, money, and romance? You're dealing with the third chakra, solar plexus. Look at all that sun, okay? But yellow is also the color of the mean, and there's Saturn, okay? Even Neptune has lessons. Neptune's a very powerful planetary energy, okay? It also deals with the mean. You know, we have daily dispatch here, you know. Somebody could be being mean to you, or it's rough and it's tough because you got the stress going on here internally. It says self-worth and self-esteem. I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only those that please others. I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. When I respect and approve of myself, others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. Starts with you first. I know I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. But what are we learning here through Saturn is to first, you have to love and respect yourself. And then others know how to treat you. Okay? And you need to know how you treat others is a reflection of how you treat yourself. All right, gemstones or crystal gift source for my devil's advocates and gemstones for this week's working money, February the 20th until the 26th. There it is. Just spell out. And you have the purpurite. Underneath that is the Six of Wands, which your energy is stemming from, the green tourmaline. Okay? The purpurite. And that's the Emperor. Ooh. You got the Emperor energy. This is the one that establishes things that last forever and ever, almost like immortality. Purpurite intensifies the visualizations of new plans and provides the resolution required to put them into action. It promotes spiritual development and imparts clear and lucid thoughts, bringing more order to the mind. And just so you know, when it came to that movie, that man was building his business. She said he knew how to make money and stuff, but something was going on with finances, okay? Father, masculinity, energy, control of one's thoughts, responsibility, order, clarity, realization of goals, putting life in order, the solution of material problems. The shadow aspects is weakness, profit-orientated attitude, hesitation, immaturity, power for power's sake. Okay, and let's get you a totem for the week, and then we'll close it out, gemstones and devil advocates. All right. So, what would be useful for them this week's working money? Greater source. What energies would be useful for them? Symbol would be useful for them. Okay. We have the cheetah. Okay. This may be dealing with a cheetah. Like on cheaters. Something is spotty. That's why you got to go back. Something is spotty. That's probably why you got to get that information to make sure that you are filling in the blanks, dotting the I's, and crossing the T's. You can look this up for yourself about the nature of a cheetah and what it means for you. Because it's also dealing with like beating things. How do I want to put that? Like you may be beating your brains, or beating yourself up, about something. But it's also dealing with your senses. Okay, something that you're sensing, but you don't have the answers here. Whatever it is, whether it's dealing with work, money, romance, or your movie. Okay? Yeah. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much, Devil Advocates and Gemstones, for stepping into the Tarot Temple once again for work, money, and a romance. I can't wait to bring you another one next week. Till then, remember to walk by faith and by sight. Hotep and one love.